Alrighty. See if we can get this rocket launched. Questioning it. Hey, Britt. How you been? I feel like I'm missing sound for myself.
Oh, yeah.
Brittany throwing down the Sharon leg. Appreciate that.
Oh,
Got a new
yeah.
phone? Nice. I figured what you said. Let's go see if we can launch this rocket yet. Skeptical on if it's been fixed or not yet. And Mike King with the follow. Yeet yeet. Welcome to the rat shop, man. And the like, appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, got Samsung Galaxy A20. Nice. Yeah, the wife just picked up the Note 20 Ultimate. I think that's what it was called exactly. She went and upgraded her phone and everything, so it's pretty cool. It's all fancy and stuff. So far, she's pretty impressed with it, which is pretty cool. Hope y'all are having a great Wednesday. Yep, it's Wednesday. How do you think about it? Getting stuck on stuff, guys. Let's see if maybe we can go launch the rocket. I haven't seen an update, but maybe they hot patched it. Maybe. Or there's something magically missing from whatever I'm doing, which would suck because that's annoying. Really? Something so small has got to be getting in our way, right? I wonder if Red took the damage off of the suspension. Because it says my suspension is damaged. But I'm riding like normal, so I feel like he must have did something with the suspension. Or it's just the game being SnowRunner like usual. Could be a possibility. Usually is a possibility. Oof. I hope everyone's having a great day today. If you haven't hit that like or share button, don't forget to smash those out there. Brittany, did your phone come with anything new that you're not used to, or that you got additional to since you got a new one? Or is it of the same type of phone that you're pretty used to? You just full send it? You must got the. Oh, I got the lot. I got the offer of Holland's transmission. That's why. Almost falling asleep earlier. Not too comfy. 8. Sat down, relaxed, had a kiddo. We watched his cartoons and old Jack was getting too comfy. Oopsies. Let's just pull ourselves on through here. Get out of this muck. Kind of Spider-Man back and forth. So what's chat up today? I don't know what y'all up to, guys and girls. And Brittany, did you get your gaming stuff set up for streaming? Or are you still waiting on stuff too as well? Play on PC or console? I'm actually PC. I do now and then play on console, but I kind of actually uninstalled this game from console because of the mod limitation with that whole restriction of how many mods you can have. So I haven't actually put it back on my console because of those reasons. I think unless they fix it or up the ante on it, I don't know if I'll bring it back onto my console because of that. I have a lot of private mods as well on PC, so I usually don't have too many issues on the computer, so the only reason I don't have it on Xbox as well again. Just say install it back on there again. Not big on when the game gives you mods and they have such a small amount you can work with. It's really annoying, actually. Any other game I've ever played that has mods that you can use on console, the limitation was 2 gigs of what you could fit in 2 gigs of space. And it all depends on loading order. And SnowRunner doesn't let you do that for consoles, so I keep it main on PC. When I got console, that's why that shitty part of it, there's a few good mods. Yeah, like that is true. And I'm linked with the modding community and everything like that of SnowRunner. And know a good few modders. And I usually run a lot of their stuff, like Exo Froggy and Valid Redneck. Big Dubs 420, Pixel Monkey for his maps, and a few other modders that are kind of random. But it's usually why. Plus console, I can't work on mods either, so that's mainly another reason why I'm on PC, so once I get my skills back up and back on the par where they need to be, I can start making them myself again. Let's see here. Come on. There we go. Right here is the wife's truck, actually. That my buddy in Valid Rednecks been working on. Right now, he's working on my 6x6 version to brighten up the day because I'm not big on driving at night on this game that much. Even though this thing's got some bright ass lights, and it's got some very custom lighting and everything to it as well. Like, what console do you play on? Because I have Xbox One. Is my my other system that I run. So I do a lot of Cold War and stuff like that. Well, eventually, I want to circulate bringing in community games and stuff. It's just hard to say when we'll get to doing it in a more common base. Got an Xbox One X. Yeah, I run the Xbox One X as well. I have an original Xbox One. I leave that sitting for the fact that the wife actually got me Fallout themed stickers one year for my birthday, so it's all skinned out in Fallout 4 stuff. So I do my best not to ruin the sticker skin that she got me. I even got on my controller and stuff for it too, so I make sure not to use any of that sort. Just because I value what she does when it comes to certain special things like that. I try not to ruin it. And I'm a giant Fallout fan, so come on. Come on. Are we really gonna do this again? Yeah, I got my son Gears 5 skin for his. Nice! I always like enjoying getting the skins and stuff like that. The next PC, I want to get the base down, but I also want to get a pretty good looking skin. I didn't get lucky enough to get the Fallout PC case they had brought out a good bit back then. And so, yeah, I ended up missing out on that. Kind of sucks. Really hoping to get it for a PC case, but didn't get lucky enough. I ended up running out by the time we have money to get one, which it seems to happen a little too often, unfortunately, for me. But what do you do? My tires taking any damage? Actually, technically. Come on, get up there. There we go. Let's get around this corner because we're going to be taking it off over this way here. Since the road actually leads us to where we need to go, through the tunnel and everything. We don't technically need the trailer, but we're just going to take it just in case with us. We might need do a contract or something if we can't get the rocket going, unfortunately. End up finding other contracts and tasks and stuff. Kind of really annoyed that they did something with the rocket contract. And maybe hopefully they fixed it, or hot fixed it at least. Something of that sort. Because last time we tried to get it, the hangar doors were shut. Which makes absolutely no sense. So kind of frustrated with that when we got the rocket stuff delivered, it was open. And then they brought out an update, and then they closed it. So, this back and forth, A, we can launch it, A, we can't launch it, A, we can launch it, A, we can't, again, is a little bit annoying, to be honest. Is in the first drop of the week of first drop on the PTS. It took almost 2 days after we had literally got all the contracts done leading up to launching the rocket. And then we could launch it. So what up, Morbid? How you doing, buddy? Come on. How do you like the wifey truck, eh? A beast of a crew cab Dodge first gen Cummins. She's got a bunch of add-ons for her. So she's a bit beastie. I'm getting a body like that for my RC soon. Nice, dude. That'd be pretty sick. You have to send me a picture of that, man. And my buddy Red making me the 6x6 version. It's gonna have some definitely different modifications to it. It's gonna make it pretty sick looking, I think. Got the Bronco and K5 so far. Nice. Did you ever go and try to get a hard body for it or anything like that yet? Like I was telling you about before, to go and get like a cheap RC that's got a body that you like, that's a hard body that you can, you know, scuff up, beat up a bit. Granted, it's plastic, but you can always modify it and make it, get some metal parts on it and stuff like that, and structure it and strengthen the plastic body part of it. Make use out of that welder you got. Nah, I don't like the cheap bodies. They aren't many good hard bodies that I can scab around. Oh, I'm just saying this. You can go for like a what do you call it? Go to a hobby shop and see if they got any hard bodies too. Check online, you know. So you can find them there too. There's always a pretty good amount of places and stuff like that. And then I know for the most part, I think they usually come in like a clear color or a clear body, and you can, you know, paint it the way you want it. Do it that way. You can mainly only find Cherokee Wagoneers and that clear Comanche wannabe. Oh. Well, you check online and stuff like that at some of the RC hobbies or some sort of sites and stuff like that. See if you can find yourself bodies and stuff like that. It's always a good way to do it. You can get yourself set up with some tires and stuff. Maybe a couple upgrades if you wanted. Just to give yourself something extra to tinker around and see what you can do with it. You know. I know they have conversion kits and stuff like that too, usually. Send you a pic of what my setup so far for the K5 and mess with. Hi, buddy. I got my phone right next to me like usual, so. Yeah. This is why I don't usually drive and text. Ooh. Little beastie thing, dude. That's pretty sick. I like the red and black on there. It looks good without that. Kind of neat to get yourself like a light bar or something like that, so then you can mess around with it at night and stuff too if you wanted. That'd be kind of cool. Actually, they do have light kits and stuff you can get. So, I've seen it before. You know, you can get some light kits and all that. By the way, the interior lights, when you have them on and everything like that, the skulls on those floor mats actually light up. What's up, Simon? Thanks for the like, buddy. Appreciate that. Woo! This game sounds so quiet. I gotta check something real quick. Definitely need to get those extra speakers hooked up. I should have enough aux cords now for that part of it. And I need to find my speakers for my other setup. So. Ground control to Major Tom. I think he still has to do something with the part of the truck where it doesn't make the interior or the steering wheel white from the snow. And I'm over Mike's, dude. I'll hit you up soon. Hi, buddy. Tell Alpha I said hi. And hi to the kiddo and stuff like that, buddy. Ooh, that goo. Come on, get through that goo. Ooh. This is so quiet. This is so quiet. Woo! I've got a surround hooked up to my console that has 2 15s and 6 4x4 tweets. Sounds awesome, but my wife gets pissed if I turn it on. Yeah, I think the wifey might get a little bothered once I get everything hooked up, because I have I'm not going to hook up the way that I had it hooked up before, but I used to have a 1500 watt box, a 1350 watt box, and a 1100 watt subs hooked up before for my surround sound for my Xbox One before, and when I would play like Forza or something, you wanna feel like you're right there when I'd start up the car. Them 1100 watt subs, they were 15s. There were two 15s in a box. Those Sony Explode when they were really good back in the day. You felt like you were really there. I can tell you what. And just that rumble, oh man. I think I kind of messed up my little speakers, my surround sound for when I would do it, because first time it sounded amazing. After that, it just didn't seem to sound as good as it did the first time. We'll just put it that way. So other than that, it was a great system. I can say that. Forza Horizon 5 is rumored to be in Mexico. Well, at least we drive. If that's the case, at least we can drive on the same side of the road, like we're supposed to. Time I try to play like Horizon 4, I'm driving like I normally do anywhere, you know, and I'm smoking cars like hardcore. I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't do it on the other ones too, but like I hit cars more often on Horizon 4 than I do on anything else. And it's just like, oh man, really gotta stop forgetting that we're not in America when we're driving on there. So, makes it quite interesting. But that'd be cool. Mexico wouldn't be a bad idea. It's not America, but, I mean, it's close. In UK, they drive on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, and it definitely does mess with me quite a bit on Horizon 4, I can say that. I always feel like I'm driving the wrong way. Thomas, do you like Dodge, Ford, or Chevy more? I'm a Chevy and Dodge guy, and I'm not the biggest fan of Fords, but I'm depending on the year when it comes to Ford. You know, when it's an old school, old body style, usually first gen, you know, and later, then I don't mind it as much. You know, usually anything 80s down, I like. A lot of anything usually when it comes to most trucks, the 90s is about as far as I go with it. But I am definitely more Chevy and Dodge than I am anything else. The only two trucks I've owned was a Dodge Dakota. That was a 94. An S10 square body. That was a 94. And yes, it was a 94. People sit there and go, that can't be. They're round bodied. They're 94. But I got like one of the ending, the beginning of the 94 body styles, before they swapped over to the rounded body. And then I had an 84 Ford Thunderbird, 302 winner. I don't drive anything anymore. I had the Dodge Dakota for a good bit, and then got rid of it, so we didn't have to worry about dealing with our landlord saying that we had too many vehicles. The last vehicle I did drive was Ford Escape? No. some kind of Ford car. I wasn't really like too fond of. I just drove it back and forth to work, and that was about it. What's up, Strong Like the Bull? Thanks for the like, man.
Yeah.
Thomas going down the like. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, right now I don't drive anything. Usually, if the wife needs me to go and get something, or just doesn't feel like getting something, I'll drive her adventure. And that's about it. Been wanting another truck for quite a bit, and just haven't had too much luck with finding one. So I would prefer to have like a 90s Chevy Z71 or something like that. I do like my new setup. There's still things I need to do to it. So I need to order the PC that will eventually become the main PC, just waiting on things. Hey man, still driving Cook's truck, I see. Yep, driving the Dodge.
Oh,
Driving the
yeah.
wife's truck. Usab, thanks for the like, appreciate that. There are a few things I would like to do to the setup. Like, there's a few things that we gotta do yet to it as well. So, before it's completely good to go, and I go and send and put in a new picture for what the setup looks like. Still got a few things to go yet to do to it. Especially since I'm gonna eventually bring a TV in here. It's a 65-inch 4K TV, and may make that the main screen. Not quite sure. I gotta figure out. Remember if it's got a display port on it, or I'm gonna have to go through the HDMI, which I prefer not having to do there. But yeah, if I do, I do. So eventually, there's gonna be some maneuvering around of things yet. Just still got to get certain things moved and set up so things can fit in here better yet. So right now some things are just kind of temporarily set up, so it kind of looks like a little bit of a mess. It's not my normal way I like things, but right now it'll work. It's a good PC to get that won't cost a lot nut. I'll be good to game on. Well, it all depends on what you are really maining to look for. I'd suggest going to a CyberPower, because that's actually what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going to CyberPower, and I have a particular PC that I'm wanting to go for. But they have a budget thing on there, and you can, set up where you want to, go for, and then you can kind of tweak a bit of the things on there for the setup for on the PC. So it's all on what you're looking to do with it and what games you're kind of focusing towards. A good standard is to have like 16 gigs of RAM. It's usually a pretty good standard to go for. Usually anything from like a 1060 and up for a graphics card is usually pretty suitable. CPU, I usually say maybe about an i5 and up would be pretty considerably nice. I'm not very big on A and D because all their numbers kind of mess with me on which one's better than the other, which is always confusing to me. But at least a 2 terabyte SSD hard drive. I usually probably would recommend an M.2 for your main operating system, which I run like a 256 gig M.2, so it boots up pretty fast. I would recommend at least 2 to 4 terabyte SSD hard drive for memory, for putting your games on and stuff like that. Wrong button. And then the motherboard, just make sure everything's compatible with it. So you can find a pretty decent system for a reasonable price. And a good power supply. Let's say at least 500 and up, just to be on a safety net. And we still don't have the garage door open, or the warehouse door open here. Let me start that contract to see if it changes anything. So I'm getting very, very annoyed that it's still doing this. Snow Runner, get your shit together. Again, you're making it so I can't launch this rocket. Really, really getting annoying. Because the stupid thing is, let's see here. We'll move this trailer, and we'll fix up real quick. The stupid thing is, we can go through those doors, alright? But, for some reason, it still won't move the rocket, even if we do. I'm going to try real quick, see if it'll let us move it, but it hasn't, which is a bit annoying. Yep, we can't even move it. Won't let us move it. That's the same problem we had the first time originally when we first tried doing the rocket contract. So we couldn't move it. This is really annoying. What's up, Marcus? How you doing, bud? How's your PC going? Things still working? Let's see. Whew. Yeah. Nice, man. Good job. Guess we're gonna go get some concrete blocks and metal beams. Because why not? Not bad. A little annoyed with SnowRunner again. Because they haven't opened the door so we can get our rocket out of here. Ground control. So it's been a rough run because they haven't let us get that stuff out of here yet. We haven't been able to get our rocket launched. So I keep trying to find contracts that might change that so we can launch it. And so far we've been running into stupid little small dead ends here and there. Mike, by the way, the other reason I suggest CyberPower is in doing like a pre-build is because you're going to have a little bit easier time getting a hold of parts with everything that's going on right now. So going pre-built is going to be a little bit easier than trying to build it yourself, just to kind of give you a heads up, because everything is crazily priced when people are scalping the crap out of any PC parts that are really good, and it sucks a lot, and it's quite annoying. So I was originally going to build mine and like get the parts for it. That's not happening. And that sucks a lot. So yeah, one of those jolly good things. Yeah, I'm for sure going to look them up tonight and check it out. Yeah, definitely give it a check out, man. They have a nice spot where you can actually, you know, build on a budget. I think it would be called. Quick check, because I go on there pretty often every time I see stuff. Pop in my email and everything like that. And I don't hear too many people have issues with them. And I've, you know, looked over their stuff quite often. Baby! Let's see. Yeah, there we go. CyberPower PC. Your homework for CP build is a lot better than your homework first. Good to go. I can build. Anyone can. Yeah, that is definitely a good one to point out too. You know, Marcus went and built his own and everything. Marcus, you had a little bit of like better chance of getting parts because it was a bit, you know, you didn't have the big issue of trying to get things well, you did, but you didn't, you know. But let's see here. Yeah, they have, you know, you go in the gaming PCs. But there is a spot on here where you can, they have specials and stuff like that that you can check out and all that. But so like, give you a list, a bunch of stuff that you can, you know, take a look, and there should be a build on a budget in this section and stuff like that that you can do. So it's Cyberpower PC is the website that to check out. Oh, so I check out this pole in front of me, but that's, you know, good to go with. You have Newegg, which I trust their stuff quite well. And then there's also it's a big PC store that, you know, that people usually have around them. I don't have one that close, but can't think of the name of the store. But it's mainly PC parts only usually. And you can, you know, kind of build your PC through there and everything. Just can't think of the name of the place off the top of my head. And Linus Tech Tips usually talks about them pretty often. As what you call it? A place that he goes through and stuff like that at times. The name, I can't think of the name of the place. But they're pretty good at, you know, I know I've heard pretty good things about them with helping you out pick the PC that suits your needs and everything like that. Yeah, if you check out like Linus Tech Tips on YouTube, it's a good way to kind of help yourself out. And Jay's 2 cents is a pretty good one to check out too. Gonna help you get an idea of, you know, what you're wanting to go for, or just if you're, you know, wondering about parts, which, you know, things that are really more necessary to focus on and get a bit more of an understanding on, you know, the parts that you're looking at, you know, which before we even got a PC, you know, I boxed the crap out of them just to get myself back up to date with things, because I did not know how far that PCs have came since the last one I had was like Windows XP and onboard graphics was about the only thing that I ever had for playing games on, so that was about as much as I knew about PCs then. And then after watching all the stuff that I did, it definitely helped me understand quite a bit of things about PCs again, on what they are now than what they were back then when I first messed around with stuff. Yep, that was my second to last PC. It was a Windows 98. Actually, originally Windows 95, and then we upgraded to Windows 98 Special Edition. Woohoo! Did not make much difference. And at the time, I remember that PC when my parents got that was $1,000. And the hardware in it for $1,000 nowadays, that thing was such a rip-off for $1,000 from Best Buy. Wow. Try not to think about that too much. little 10 gig hard drive in it and no RAM. I don't even remember what the CPU was. Old Packard Bell PC. You had the disk drive, the CD-ROM drive. Woo! And I upgraded just to have USB ports. Big old thick monitor. Some crappy keyboard and mouse, but some speakers that were built into the monitor. Oh god, that thing was a headache. And a whole whopping dial-up internet on it. Woohoo! Old phone cord dial-up. You are now connected to AOL. In the days of getting an internet CD that had a 30-day trial on it. PC part picker, yeah, that'd be a good one to go for. That's a nice handy one for you. It's gonna bug me with that store name. Still got an old laptop that has it, and I get on it all the time because, well, oh god, this thing. As I got Super Nintendo emulator on it, I play Punch Out all the time. So nice. That's awesome. Tried that one to give me an idea what goes with what. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad idea at all. But it's one of the one of Linus's one of Linus is he points out is a good one to go to. Because it'll tell you if it is compatible or not. Get this 6 slaughter. We need cement, concrete blocks. That's what it is. We'll grab that metal beam. We'll get that concrete block. We get to go all the way to Northern Angus. Northern Angus installation. I think it's probably Aegis. Northern Aegis installation sounds to make more sense than Angus, but there's no N in there, so it's probably Aegis. I just couldn't call it Angus for some reason. Come on, big boy. So yeah, you can definitely get emulators easy on newer stuff. That's not hard to do. I remember doing the emulators and stuff like that on my original Xbox and getting it soft modded and cracking the hard drive to get the full potential, because it's actually the original Xbox has a 50 gig internal hard drive on it that you're only using maybe like a quarter of it. Angus beef is one of the best meat in UK. Nice. But yeah, you can run emulators on your new stuff too. You'll probably have more enjoyment on your emulators with a newer PC than anything. Plus they have BlueStacks, which you can actually use to play mobile games on your PC as well. This is pretty cool. So you can, it emulates like you're using an Android phone or an iPhone. I think they have iPhone on it too. And you can do it that way. So you can actually like play mobile games on your PC as well, which is pretty cool. Come on. there's so many places that have emulators and stuff like that that you'd be able to enjoy. And plus you can hook up your Xbox One controller up to your PC really easily too as well. Yeah, no problem, Mike. Anytime, buddy. Come on. We are getting through this muck and mud and all the crud with a little bit of struggle bus in the way. Come on. Trying to think if I can make a... No, I can't make concrete over in Northern Aegis. I'd have to go over to yeah, there's no crafting in Northern Aegis, not in a supply spot. So we'd have to go to the other map that's connected up here to Cosmodrome. Come on. Do I see a papa? Hey, what's up, Papa? How you doing, buddy? How's your day been, man?
Oh, yeah.
Got Papa with the like. Appreciate that, man. Come on. Don't worry, Papa. You haven't missed anything. We can't launch the rocket still, so you didn't miss anything. I'm trying to get that rocket launched and keep running into the doors being closed yet, so kind of working on other contracts. Unfortunately, hoping to find one that's going to maybe get it to open, but I have a slight feeling that it might not make a difference. If there's any contracts that would be linked to getting the rocket launched are pretty much done. So that's the thing that is really odd about it. We're trying to see, I guess, if we can get the other contracts done. And then I guess we'll have to end up just tasking it around and see what kind of stuff they have around too as well that we can do. Because I haven't gotten an update lately. And it's actually kind of bugging me. I haven't gotten no, seen any hot patch or anything like that. So I don't know quite what's going on with it. And last I looked on the focus forums, they haven't said anything, but I haven't looked on it lately to see if anybody's mentioned anything. But I can keep telling that they keep texturing and everything, a lot of stuff that was messed up at one time. And let's throw it in high gear and let it eat through here. There we go. We're good there. So worst case scenario, I guess we'll task it and kill out some more of those contracts. just to get them out of the way, since so far contracts we have done haven't changed anything. I figured it would, but I guess not. Which is kind of disappointing, to be completely honest. And I just thought about this. We could have got a metal beam over there too, where we gotta craft our concrete block from. Come on. Let's pull on through here. This is a thick part of the snow here. Come on. Watching Red last night working on the 6x6 version. He's like, well, here's the issue. We have your fuel tank with a bar going through it. I'm like, I got a better idea. We can do a wrap shop style fuel tank. We'll do it up like that. Put it in the trunk of the bed of the truck and stuff. And slimmy it underneath that, what you call it? You know, toolbox there. And bam. We got ourselves a custom style fuel tank. So then you got to worry about it running, you know, underneath the truck and being in the way or anything like that. So it looked pretty sick. It wouldn't take much to kind of work around that exhaust for that. Yes, because you can put stacks on here. It wouldn't take much to, you know, get that worked out correctly. So, took care of that situation. Come on. He's checking out the size of the tire and stuff like that we could fit under there, and it's sitting about the 50-inch mark. Oh yeah. What up, Brad? How you doing, buddy? By the way, guys, is captions like captions for the words, is that working for you guys?
Yeah.
You know, for those that actually use them and everything, is that actually going across on the screen? Because I know last time when I streamed, the two that use the closed captioning stuff on Facebook to be able to read it, said it wasn't working, so they weren't able to enjoy the stream last time. It's working? Okay, cool, Brad. I don't know what was going on. I had a feeling it had to do with Facebook, because I know that's nothing I can do on my side. I know that. So that's good that they got that all situated too. I know some people don't always have the sound on, but they do read a lot of the closed captioning and stuff like that. So it makes it a little easier. So I know I don't always probably talk the loudest sometimes. So whatever I might be saying may not be coming as clear through there. So, you know. Makes it hard for people that can't quite hear the greatest to be able to see what, know what's going on if they can't see what, read what's going on, or just to, enjoy conversation as well. Oh, come on. Getting through the goo with a 6 slaughter deuce. Keep on trucking. You know, yesterday we were just kind of driving 2 maps and stuff like that and checking them out. It's pretty cool. Because last night we ended up racing semis. Me, Frog, Buzz, and Wyatt. We ended up racing the map and the Pete around on the stadium map. First we did it. We tried doing it with trailers, and that didn't quite work out so well. So we ended up just racing the semis. And then he made Whistle and Diesel's wagon wheel GMC with the spacers and everything like that, and we ended up racing those around and everything, which was kind of funny because the spacers were sticking out quite a bit, and you only got like so much room to turn with them and everything. And he's like, all right, let's do this. The wheels against the wagon wheels. So we end up racing that way at one point, and then drag racing on there. And what else was it? Then we did the obstacle course and all that. Took a semi through the one obstacle course and everything like that as well. Seeing who could get through it without winching as much and out tipping and all that, which was pretty interesting because the one Mac that we used was a 8x8, and I put the cement mixer on it just to counterbalance it and everything like that, weight wise. And then we ended up doing quite a bit of other stuff on there, just kind of messing around and having fun. It was a good stream. That one should be on YouTube if you want to check it out and stuff like that. Come on. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
What up, Region? Come on. Just gonna throw it in high gear. Let it eat through all this stuff here. It's kind of a long contract, to be completely honest, because going from one map to another map to another map, and then back to the main place we need to go to anyway. So we got a little bit of traveling to do, guys. We got this loading screen, and then we got another one again. So let's see, we got like about a total of 3 loading screens to go through, which can't do much about. Kind of have no choice. What eon is this? A new map? This is Phase 4 region. We haven't been able to get the rocket launched yet because of whatever reason they messed something up with the warehouse. I don't know if they did it on purpose, or someone didn't pay attention, or take more further concern of taking and looking into things when they were doing updates. So right now we are on the new Phase 4 that'll be coming out May 18th.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me. Thanks, Nat, for the like. Appreciate that. So we're just kind of putzing around with contracts because we got everything worked out. We should be hiccups. Ugh. That we should be able to actually launch a rocket like we've done already at one time on another game save. But I haven't been able to have much luck with it since then. So right now we're just kind of getting things done right now because of it. They will probably fix it when it is available for everybody. I'm hoping that's not the case. Because you guys already know that I'll most likely be doing it on the live game. It's probably going to go a lot smoother. Because I won't be stopping and worrying about damage gas and constantly messing with the day and night change all the time. So we'll end up burning through it a bit quicker, so we ain't got to stop as often. The old Jack doesn't like to have to fill up, and it's the closest thing to dev tools that I have, so I know, but they haven't fixed it yet, and there's no update coming out yet. Yeah, I've noticed that. Since this last update that they did, I noticed that they haven't put out another one yet. Which, I mean, we still technically, we have like a whole nother, it's like the 5th, it's Wednesday. Got a whole nother like 9 days after my birthday. Which is kind of annoying. So yeah. Kind of crappy that way. Not too enthused, you know. So it's one of those things, you know. I would prefer to be able to let you guys be able to catch the rocket launch. You know, I've done it before, so. Oh, come on. But, you know, it's one of those things. Like, I've ate these contracts up so you guys can see the rocket launch on live stream. Because I've done it once already on YouTube, but there's so many things when we did it on YouTube when we first did it that looked horrible. Because they didn't have a lot of textures and stuff like that on stuff done. So, I know I want to see it. I watch all your streams, so when the new one... well, without them having the rocket launch, then I can't see it. Kind of sucks. Yeah, you know. And that's why I get kind of bugged when they have issues. It's like, yeah, I get that. It's got about a week yet to go for them to fine comb things on here, which they don't always do, which is really annoying. It bothers the crap out of me. But it's another one of those things where it's like, what do you do? Okay, before we get too far, let's double check to see concrete blocks. Okay, exactly where I thought. I keep getting all these yellow stupid arrows pointing up because we already have the metal beam, but it doesn't act like we got a metal beam on there. So it's going to keep telling me, oh, you can get the metal beam over here and over here and over here and over here. And I'm like, I don't really care. That's great. I got one. So I don't need you to tell me where all the metal beams are. But yeah, I know a lot of you all also like to watch the live streams, even though, like, if I'm not live streaming, the video's up for you guys to be able to catch it and stuff too as well. I know not everybody can make it to the live streams, which that's okay. I don't expect everybody to make it. You make it, you make it. You don't, you don't. It's not a big deal. Woo! We got a little bit of driving yet to go, and we gotta turn around. We gotta come back through all the places we went through just to get over to the North Aegis. I watch it and play SnowRunner at the same time. You are underneath my 65-inch flat screen on my phone going, well, I'm playing the game. Nothing wrong with that. I know many people that do that. Sometimes what I do is, like, sometimes I just don't, like, always play games.
Yeah.
Like, when I get done, I'll catch up on stuff on YouTube. And then I'll put Facebook streaming on my TV through my Xbox app, or the app on Xbox and stuff. Aseo. I'm gonna go with Aseo. Thanks for the like, appreciate that. And that's sometimes what I do is I just, you know, have that break in between the stuff and just kind of watch other people's streams and chit chat and hang out. But I've been kind of binge watching Arrow on Netflix lately. It's a really great show. I think I'm like in season 4, something like that. I know it's the last episode I watched is the I don't want to spoil it. No, kind of sure. But he was being trained for being Raja Ghul's to become him. So that was like the last episode I watched lately. There's like 8 seasons. And every time they get to like the ending of the season, it always seems like, wow, he's done. He's finally get to go relax. But I'm like, it's only season 4, and there's 4 more seasons. Okay. All right. What's gonna happen next? So yeah, one of those kind of things. Doing some binge watching on Netflix. I'm half tempted to watch The Walking Dead again, because I haven't seen it in a while, and I'm waiting for them. I don't know if they brought out the next season of that or not. I'm hoping they did. But I don't know. I haven't, heard anything in a while. Like season 9 right now. I think I've watched season 9. So it's one of those things. Can we get any more gears? Oh, it's just 4. Yeah. I keep forgetting it's only a 4-speed, and it sounds like it wants to get crap through a couple more gears yet. Alrighty. We're getting our blocks. Concrete blocks. 1 and a 2. Yay! Woo! I know the 6th slot was overkill, but we did have that metal beam and wanted to make sure that we had room. And we'll head out of here. I just take this other way through instead of Same way we've been, the same way we came over here. We'll go adventuring through another path that we were taking so many times, just so we don't have to go through the same way we came. Even though it's a straight shot and everything, which I get that makes it easier, which that is fun. Gotta kind of make it a little bit challenging, see if we can get through it. Take all the easy routes, and I'm just like, oh, well, I know I can do this differently and try a more foolish way to possibly go through and see if I can make it through. Which I tend to do that a lot. And then you get to see what things that you shouldn't do. Don't do what Jack does all the time. If you can wing it and make it, be my guest. Always like to have that extra little challenge of just trying to get through places. Makes it a little more interesting, I think. We're always getting gas because you never know what might happen. Or if we're going to need it or not. I mean, we always have the reserve, but that doesn't always guarantee we're making it back on it. Especially when sometimes the fuel stations aren't quite the ones to get. They're not always there when you need them. I know we're not burning that much fuel right now, but doesn't mean it won't happen. I prefer not to have to bring out another truck just because we ran out of fuel. We don't need none of that stuff happening. Come on. Jam her in third and just let her wrap. There we go. There will be a donation stream coming up eventually, so be aware that it's going for a good cause, guys. See, that's the fun of the game, trying to get through the stuff the easy way isn't always the best way. True. That's very true. Sometimes shortcuts are your worst is your more time consuming than it would have been if you would have just went the way you came. I've done that way too many times before. I can tell you what right there. That I go through one way and I go back and come through a different way. Like, this way looks shorter. Let's do that. And it almost feels like I could have went around. I could have went back through the other way that I came, and it felt like it may have taken longer, but it took probably less time than actually going through where we went through the first time. It's like, so sometimes your shortcuts take longer than your actual, normal path, which I get a kick out of because there's so many times where I'm like, hey, I can cut through here. This should, make it take a bit less time. And I'm sitting here going, after I'm going through it, I'm going, dang it. That took longer than I thought it was going to. And I probably could have been already over there by now. But hey, let's get through this. The only thing I think shortcuts come in handy is when you're blazing your own trail and you're like, I'm just going to go this way. I'm sick of the main road. Let's go this way. This should be more fun. And you're going through some of those thick forestry areas and you're like, I got to back up, go forward, turn, back up, go forward, turn, left, right, then go forward again a little bit, then cut around that tree. You just, oh, There's a trail here. Oh, okay. That's cool. So did not see that on the map. And still end up in the same way you could have went in the first place. You just took a different route. Oh, that always works sometimes. But that is one of the great things about this game. I mean, you guys probably hear me like pound on it a bit with the way they keep doing things and messing stuff up, which irritates me, but it's still fun to be able to make and take whatever direction you want to point the truck in and go. Probably the most favorite thing, to freely be able to roam an area, go from one end of the map to the other, whatever direction you feel like taking, on going on through it. You may roll, tip, flip, lose your cargo, you know, get stuck, hung up in situations that you're just like, that really just happened, didn't it? Or you get a SnowRunner physic where it's like, you really going to do this to me? The modded maps are the best for that. You can get yourselves going around off of their trails, and you're like, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to make my own. And you get out there and you're like, that so did not work. Crap. So I know when my buddy Dubs makes a map and stuff, you got trails, and I blaze all kinds of trails that don't exist on the map just to check things out, because I do test his maps, and so I test Pixel Monkey's maps. I test a lot of mods and stuff and all that. But I do find where I go into places on their maps and I'm like, is this a trail? And the most common answer I get is no. And I go, oh, okay, well, I just made it a trail. But here's a few things I noticed. I usually just let them know, hey, there's spots in your map that, you know, you could go doing this and that with. So a lot of times when you see like a big Dubs 420s map, I've most likely tested it out and probably gave him ideas to improve it for, you know, future references, ideas. And same with Pixel and stuff like that. I usually go on there and point things out that, hey, this would be kind of cool to do. So they take a lot of the information that I give them and stuff like that and put in consideration of when they're doing things for their own selves of another perspective. And a lot of like the mods, like Frog's mods, Red's mods, Dubs' mods, like he makes trucks and everything too as well, besides just maps. I do help them a lot of times. I may not be doing the work, but I point a lot of stuff out that I noticed that might have gotten forgotten, or they didn't think, hey, yeah, okay, you know. So that's, you know, part of testing and stuff like that. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's go. I'm not even on a main. I think I'm on a main track. I know this is a trail. I just don't know exactly where it goes. I just know that I need to go up that way. And we're going to get there eventually. One way or another. Even if it might take us a little bit. But at least you get to enjoy some different scenery of the map. That is another enjoyable thing about having the free roamability on here, is we get to go any damn place we freaking please, and it can't tell us not to. It's like one thing about racing games. They have a set place where you can go, unless, I mean, Horizon doesn't. Like, if it's a Horizon style free roam game, it doesn't. But for the most part, a lot of games do have that set pace of which way to go on a track, which it's alright for, you know, a certain amount of time, but it kind of gets boring. Come on. I know. We're in a thick area and probably bottoming out the trailer. Yep. Come on. I know what would happen if we went through up that way. We're going to hang up the trailer, possibly tip it, which I don't really feel like tipping this trailer over and having to get another truck, so we're going to go down a little bit further, then hang a right going up, so we don't have to worry too much about tipping the trailer, because I'm going to have to do some funky things if we go through the other way, which I can do it. Just really don't want to right at the moment. I know there's a few funky spots on this map that can make things very difficult. I don't mind the struggle, I just don't feel like doing it right now. Come on. And we're creeping and crawling through this stuff right now. Come on. Already got to go up a hill that's gonna take us a bit of time to get up anyway as well, because it acts like, even if you've already gone through it, the snow acts like it's still deeper than deep, even though you've flattened out the trail, which is kind of lame. Like, it should act like it's first. That's like you've already gone through it the first time. But it acts like it's the first time you've ever gone through it before. So it's like, yeah, that's cool, I guess. Come on. There we go. Trailer was getting hung up by the pole back there. Come on. Don't feel like Spider-Manning it. I know this truck can do it without using the winch. Come on. We're really gonna have to creep. Yeah, this snow is horrible. Come on. There we go. Keep on going. Getting hung up, or nope, we're not getting hung up. Just grabbing some movement out of it. We got a bit of a weight here. Get up there. Come on. No, you got the power to do it. That's not the problem. It's not moving. Getting hung up on something? Get it up there and high. Lose our momentum. Come on. What are we doing here? Why are we struggling? We need to pull over to the side here more. There we go. That's a movement there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Something broke loose. Come on. Pull to the side, pull to the left, pull to the right, pull to the left, pull to the right, wiggle, 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 wiggle. There we go. I'm gonna leave the lights on right now. There we go. Got it. No winch. There's no winch involved except for the pole because the trailer didn't cut wide enough for it. There we go. She's moving now. Or in high and let her eat. Yeah, we got it. Ah. She's good now, meow. Don't worry. Not the only place that we'll end up having to wiggle ourselves right through. There's no that the weight of this trailer and plus the stuff on here. It gives it that extra little oof. So, oh boy. Pulling all the way up to the tippy back end tire, so you don't have any of those issues that snowrunner likes to do one every now and then when you're going across to other maps because the box is only so big. And for God's sakes, they think that if you got a modded trailer and all that kinds of stuff that it doesn't quite fit, which I think is stupid because that's how I managed to launch how many different trucks and trailers because of that issue. Once I got it figured out, I didn't have to worry about the trailer ever locking down into my truck acting like it's two became one motion. That was kind of stupid. All that 8 slotted trailers and stuff that are the non-spiller ones that Puppy Master has that we use the heavy wrecker with. Every time I would come across, I couldn't figure out why the trailer kept combining itself with the truck. And it was because of the length of the total length of the trailer and truck combined would get weirded out for some reason and combine into each other, which was really stupid and very, very annoying. And then sometimes it was just the length of the truck, even if we use like a vanilla trailer at one time. That was very annoying too. So I think I tried it with different trailers to see if it was just the trailer, but it's like complete total length of trailer and truck combined that some reason that their tunnels and go between maps and stuff, there's too long a length, but they don't have a box long enough. It acts really weird. So you have those funky issues and stuff. And I know it happens on console too, because I've had it happen before. So we've learned not to do that. Give it total length and just stopping in front of it. So we always stop far enough ahead of it that we don't have those issues. Oh, we got another thicky spot here. This one I may have to wench out of. So this broken ice combined with this muck of the struggle bus here. Let's see if we could try to get out of it without wenching, but I get a feeling that this one we'll actually have to wench out of. So we are not moving. But let's see, can we back up? Can we back up? And, oh, I see movement there. I feel a little movement going on. And yes, by the way, this wheel is getting very tight to turn when we get in these crappy spots like this. So if you don't see me moving it as easy as I was before, it's because there's some definite tension on here going on. Come on. Just a little bit of wiggle wiggle. We end up going in a deeper hole than I thought this was going to be. I'm not moving very much. This might be a winch moment. You don't want to do it. What wheel setup do I use? I use the G29 Logitech. That is for the PlayStation, actually. I don't actually have the Xbox One. The reason I got this one is because Fat Matt, I do follow him and watch his streams, and I come in there pretty often, usually. But he seems to be one of the few that I know that has no issues with their wheels on SnowRunner. And if you get the Logitech shifter that will go with the wheel, you can actually use the shifter in game, but not like a manual shifter though. That's the only thing. They have no actual manual transmission in this game, which really irks the crap out of me because I have a Thrustmaster TH8A shifter that you see like a lot of people use that has the 7-speed and reverse and everything like that. And, you know, it kind of sucks. I can't use it in game. Hey, I am new here. What mod is this truck? This is my wife's truck that I have Invalid Redneck making and working on. And I have him working on a 6x6 version of this with a bit more modifications to it. But this one will most likely, my wife said she doesn't mind it going to be public. It's not most likely going to be console because of the badging on it. But this is a first-gen Cummins Dodge Ram. Am I able to get it in the mod browser on my PC? Not until it is finished and brought to public. Right now it's still being worked on. There's still minor things that Red is doing to work out the kinks. And he's working on the 6x6, and I think he won't release it to public until the 6x6 version is done. Oh yeah, this is a mean truck, man. There's a lot of detail in here that you won't see in many other trucks. Especially with the badging, like right there, the wife's streamer tag on Facebook, Kitty Caboose 94. It's her own personal badging and branding for her streams and stuff like that. So you can't get that on any other vehicle. So this is literally her personal truck being pretty much made for SnowRunner. And it's got all kinds of different wheel options, setups, and everything like that. I like using the dualies. I like dualies on trucks. And it does have the dually wheel wells and stuff, but for some reason I either forgot to put it on there, or when it updated, it took them off. So I have to probably sell this one and get it again. Michael D'Angelo, thanks for the like. Thank you very much. If you're not a follower, guys, and you've been sitting in here watching that stream, there's a little thing that comes up with your name on it, like it does when you share and like streams. So tell you, you can get one for following too. And because this is live and recorded, it goes on Facebook, and I also put it on YouTube when I'm done. So, oh, look at that! Yeah! Look at that! Name's up there. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Rat Shop family. We also got Discord, and we got a Facebook group page. We use YouTube as well, Twitter, and Instagram. So, and we also have merch. If you are interested in stuff for merch and everything. I didn't want to use the winch, but I know this section here is so thick that it's going to take longer than I really want to sit in here and go through it. But thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. We're on that road to 2K followers this year. Hoping to get lucky to hit that goal. We're right now at 1,000 with your follower, 1,026 or 1,027 followers. So, giggity goo. Awesome, appreciate that. I do a lot of SnowRunner. SnowRunner is basically the main game we play on Facebook. Try to inform everybody with anything new coming. Simon comes in and he'll tell you guys how many mods are on, and if you ask him, he'll most likely say what mods are added. So Simon comes in usually every stream, and he'll throw out how many mods are on console and stuff like that. And if you ask him, he may know which, he'll most likely say which new ones have been brought on there for the console players. PC players, you guys got mods IO. I don't always know particularly what's new on there. I do look on there pretty often. A lot of times there's a lot of tweaks that are added. I do have my buddy Dubs' new truck he's working on. Got an old school Ford first gen.
Yeah.
Mike King throwing down the share. Yeet yeet. Thanks, buddy. But yeah, I will. You guys will periodically see me showing off new trucks that you don't have available to check out at the time. But they're usually, when it comes to Dubs, he likes to, you know, he doesn't like to private it. He likes to public a lot of his trucks, so I usually get to test them out if he's not, you know, not quite done with it, or if he just needs some extra thought and opinions and what might need to be checked out on it to be done. Well, you got a nice first. You got a square body Ford that's going to be coming out that's got a bunch of options. You went with the more realistic as possible on traction and everything like that. So I just don't have it bought from the store in game yet because a lot of the mods are American-made mods, so that region mod stuff, because this map is actually in Russia, I can't always access the mod list that I have a bunch of stuff of. So once I get it, I'll be checking it out and buying it and seeing what it can do. Check out the add-ons. You know, we'll go through a bunch of little things on it and everything like that, so you guys get to take a peek at what's how that thing works. I'm not quite sure if he has his own custom trailers and stuff like that added into it, or if they're going to be a pack of trailers eventually of that sort. This snow is all kinds of meow. Struggle bus. Come on. There we go. Very nice. So we have another map we got to get to. And then on top of that, then we got another map to get to that'll take us to our map that we need to. For that northern Angus, we got to go to the Erskine River from here, and then Erskine River to northern Ages, and wherever we got to go from in northern Ages to drop these materials off. Got a little traveling to do, and we may need to stop at a fuel station before we happen to get there. Guess there was a fuel station back there we could have stopped at. Oops. Oh, looks like we might be digging in the reserve possibly through here. I'm trying to think. Erskine River's spot, I think, has a fuel station. Top of my head, I'm not thinking it does, but it might. Possibly. Maybe. So I know Northern Angus, I think they don't have them all there. This is pretty much all map and crap on that map. Most of the roads suck, and a lot of the area is really rough to get through. So, come on. And the back and forth has come back again.
Oh, yeah.
Chris throwing down the light. Appreciate that, buddy. Come on. Get through the goo. Yes, if you guys don't have a wheel or anything like that, have they added any new maps to any other regions? Not that I have noticed, Chris. Or Nat, I mean, whoops. Got mixed up with names. Not that I have noticed other Nat. I have, the only thing that they have so far for PTS is just the 4 maps for Phase 4. I don't even know if they're even going to add anything to the game, to be honest, after this phase comes out. I mean, I hear people saying that they're already working on the next game, but I doubt that they're going to do a season 2 for this game. I don't see that happening. I think what will be after that will probably be relying on modders for maps, I think, after this. Which maps get made pretty often. It just sometimes takes a bit for them to come out. Because I know Pixel's working on a few maps. So, other than that, I haven't heard anything about more maps being added yet to any of the other regions. Yeah, this is the last phase of the game right here. I haven't heard. Let's see. Any more doing anything else with the game? I'm making. Alright, love you. See you later. See you when you get back. Should keep going to do this one. Yeah. I really haven't heard anything from anybody thinking that they're going to be making another map. No, Jake, I'm on the PC, man. Someone's currently modding the GTA 5 map to work with MudRunner. What? Really? I don't know how that's gonna work. It'll be interesting to see, not gonna lie there. Because I'd really like to see the physics of MudRunner or something like that. Not bad. How you been there, Ryan? And Jake throwing down the follow, yeet, and the like. Appreciate that, buddy. Welcome to the grab shop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to see it happen, but the physics of GTA to MudRunner and everything like that is a very different, two different engines. Sand in GTA will be more realistic, and the terrain of GTA map will be more like MudRunner. Well, I like to see it happen. Give me a lot of polys though. It's because they're very big maps. I know that the physics and the engine and stuff like that that runs on GTA are very different. Imagine climbing Mount... Oh yeah, I know. That'd be pretty cool. I like climbing Mount Chiliad too. So I'd like to see some of the trucks that we have on SnowRunner we brought into GTA without the weird, funky, large rims. Those things always bother me. Never get into those pavement princess-looking style rims. Come on. What you been up to, Ryan? Been a bit, man. Come on. Getting through the goo. We still got a ways to go, guys. Definitely by that. And we're going to need a pit reserve before we run out, because we are... Yeah, last little bit of fuel. I don't need a winch. Get out of here. It's a little old hill, man. bet you there's a distribution rock that's stuck by the trailer. Yep. I know Farming Sim, they were working on realistic mud and some closeness to physics like Snow Runner and Mud Runner and stuff like that, which kind of worked, kind of didn't. Hi, babies. Hi, baby. Was you digging in the refrigerator? Hi. I see you. Good ball. With Farming Sim, they were doing realistic mud and terrain and stuff like that with the maps. But it worked and kind of didn't. I know that. Because there's a bit of maps that we would go on. It was just... always had some really rough lag on the maps, so it was a bit rough on that and everything, so... maps were fun, though. It was just, you definitely could tell when you got into the muck. Like, you know, you gotta turn, stuff like that. You weren't really turning, you were just sliding across most of that stuff, which made it a bit rough. And you did get stuck. At least the semi-trucks that would go through there and drive them would get stuck a bit. And then like the realistic weather, like with the snow, like it'd go away when you'd have to plow and stuff like that. But at the same time, it was such a pain because you were constantly like plowing snow. There's only so many places you could put it because it wouldn't go away. So it was cool. You know, I haven't touched Farming Sim in quite a while. I may possibly do it eventually again since I got the wheel. I'll be able to have fun doing that kind of stuff again. It's very, very repetitive type of game that sometimes kills it for me. It's great with all the amount of mods and everything like that. It just kind of killed me with the very repetitive kind of stuff to it. And don't get me wrong, I know this game can be a bit repetitive for some things. Like the Yukon map is very repetitive on crafting most of your materials in large contracts and the amount of materials you need. But I can't make it through Farming Sim when it comes to a full-on field as huge as can be and the back and forth stuff. That gets a little, yeah. I think the logging part of it, that's something that I want to bring into eventually is go and try some of them logging sims. Maybe see how those play out for you guys. You'd be interested in any of them. There's a lot of sim games that are coming out too as well that look very fun. But I don't know how many people would be interested in seeing me do other sim games besides SnowRunner. Come on. Oof. Pausing that trailer a little bit there. Yay, distribution rocks, get out of my way. Get out of my way. I don't got time for you distribution rocks. You got time to fly down this road though. As fast as we can get the truck to go. Because we still need to book it through another map yet. So, yeah. We got some traveling yet to go. So, we got one more loading screen to go after this one. Come on. Just hop on over this and get her done. Come on. There we go. This ain't suffering for power. Woo. There we go. That did take a little bit. Some of them areas are a bit thick to get through, so yeah. I've maybe used that truck maybe a few times. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Mount Chiliad being more of a pain. Well, I'd like to see what Mount Chiliad would look like in SnowRunner, though. I think that would be kind of cool. Make a big old mountain climbing Mount Chiliad map. Be interesting. Dude, oh yeah, I think there's a fuel station over there, isn't there? No, there isn't. But I may know where a fuel trailer is.
Oh, yeah.
Mohammed, thanks for the like. Appreciate that. Oh, this is just a task that's over here. That's what that is. I do know where the trailer that's got fuel in it is at, though. Come on. There we go. Got it. Oh boy. We've got it. We should have slowed down with that momentum. That was not very believable on that one. But there is a fuel tanker here. Down here, yonder area. That we're gonna get some fuel off and snag. So we can make sure we're topped off. Hello, field truck, field trailer, tanker. I may take your fuel, and you will also fill up my reserve. Thank you. Bye now. Come again. Thank you. Fun little thing about not doing some of the tasks, like the little side tasks, stuff like that. Comes in handy when you need fuel, and you know there's a task where there's a fuel tanker at. You're like, hey, I don't have to worry about fuel. I'll just steal it off of this one that's got fuel in it. Now we're going to play with the distribution rocks getting in my way. We will get around them. And the fun down trees. Get around those two. High gear for the win on that one. And distribution rocks in my way. Gonna drive over them. Hey, not worry about it anymore. There we go. Feel like I should have just left it in high, been done with it. We'll just do that for right now. Every time I take it out of high, lose momentum, right back to first gear we go. I'm not able to be down for that. This is where having a manual transmission would be great. At least if we lost like momentum, we could just jam it down to another gear instead of going in first gear. Yay. Getting on through the goo. You come through here, by the way. There's some dippy spots here that you might want to be aware of that might just take you out a little bit, or you'll lose your load on. That spot I just kind of like kept to the side from back there in that corner, that's a bad one. And then once you come across the bridge, go a little bit left of here of the trail, because it gets a nice little nasty dip right down there too. So it's a nice little crap hole there to go through. So I'm going to keep that in mind. This is the far end of the map too as well. It's across from the garage from the river ice, frozen ice, breakable ice crossing put out there that sucks. If you ain't got a truck that's got big boy tires on it to go across with, because it will break through the ice. Something like this, it breaks through the ice. It sucks. It's annoying. I'm not fond of it. Nice little easy, quick way to get over to where we need to go. Is quick, isn't quick. We'll call it like that. Because there's a spot that we're going to be coming to that's just outside the town a little bit. That's nasty. Just nasty. Go through. And it's all swamp. I mean heavy duty swamp. Like you're wenching to get through it. Unless you got one of them big boy trucks that sit there and go, oh, that's cute mud. That's pretty nice right there. But we're just gonna drive right through it. No problem. As I almost take a dip in the river. It's fun. Don't worry, it's awesome. It's a little cold, but you're good. Don't worry about it. And here's the fun little spot that I was just talking about. And yes, no matter what you hope for, you will be winching through this if you go through it. Unless your truck manages to have big giant tires, does not care about the mud that you go through and take it through, you won't be winching through it then. This, on the other hand, you will be. You got trucks that are about this size and stuff, and you try to haul with them and everything with the Red's trailer gooseneck pack. You will be definitely suffering a bit going through here. Because this is very crappy. And I do struggle a bit going through here usually with this truck and some of the trucks that I use. Because this is a very thick area. And sometimes the stuff that you went to does not help you. Okay, that's... Yep. Let's hope we got a solid tree on this one. Eventually we'll find one. we may be going to a different spot. Well, we'll just say a spot so we can get out of this goo. Come on. There we go. We're gonna get hung up by the trailer. Come on. That trailer around that tree off of it. Oh, that's cool. We are definitely in a crap hole of struggle bus. Definitely the struggle bus fashion. Come on. Here we go. We're getting somewhere. Slowly, but surely. A moment knowing that your trailer is hung up on something stupid. Come on. Keep crawling through there. Come on. There we go. Got a solid deer. Come on. There we go. I got some movement. I know we're gonna have to take and try to go around this hole coming up. This spot's crappy too. Oh. Nice. And move. So we just went through like the major struggle areas for this map, for the most part. There are two real nasty areas that you gotta go through if you don't feel like taking the trail. You just feel like getting across without having to go through all the extra nonsense. There's a trail that goes actually leading over to that, and areas on the map are they're about hellacious, not gonna lie there. I'm definitely struggling more trying to wiggle your way through them. I can definitely say that. Definitely will also be watching the crap out of your trailer on some of the trails that are on that map to get over to this one here. There's some spots in there that you'll definitely probably cuss yourself out or game because it's in such a crapshoot area. Alrighty. Got a spot marked up here that is going to be for, I'm not sure. But it is going to be taken care of. Probably going to be the down power line. I feel like that's going to be first. Whew. Can we get through there, please? That'd be great. That'll help. Come on. There we go. Trying to think where this might be on this map. I don't want to look. Kind of curious to see if we can get there without looking. Oh, that thing right there. Okay. It's easy. Here, take your supply or whatever you need. That didn't do anything to it? Okay. Usually stuff like that usually moves if you know, fix it or whatever. But... Alright. Let's see here. There we go. I bet you got a turn coming, right? Yep. I bet you. Yeah, I had to take a peek just because I want to see. And I figured that's the one that I was talking about. I have a chance to go down the farther one. Come on. We'll come back down through the other way though. As soon as we get across the river. And then we're probably not bottoming out the trailer, right? Right? Why are we not moving? At all. Because we're stuck in such a goo that we are not moving out of at the moment. And I bet you there may be a distribution rock in our play. Bit of a jerk it looks like because we're not moving at all. Alrighty then. It's a fun hellacious area. Let's struggle bust through. We're kind of off the trail a little bit there too. That was a bird out there. I didn't like us getting off the trail there. Oh, oh boy. Yeah. I actually thought that was going to be breakable ice. By the way it was looking. Well, baby. I feel like high gear is a four-wheel. Oh yeah? Struggling it. Just wiggling that wheel. Come on. Ooh, starting to break loose a little. Come on. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. There we go. Up and away. Come on. Okay, so you didn't move. Snow Runner gets some contracts that aren't technically finishing like they're supposed to. Yeah, that happened one other time. I was on another contract. It was very, very annoying. Hit the low shadows required. Kind of feel like God, we'll take that one. We'll go get this truck, leave the trailer over there, yonder, there, guy. And we'll just go and bring this thing back with us. We'll shove it on a trailer and be like, kapow. Yes, this is all crap down here, by the way. You may have a trail going down there. Well, this is all, like, gooey, ice, breakable crud. So if you ever go down here and you ain't got a truck to be able to get through it, you're screwed. Give you that heads up right now. You think, hey, we'll go through there. Yeah. I hope you got a big boy truck because you ain't getting through it without it. And that's a fact. Yeah, looks like we're gonna definitely have to back this bad boy down there, huh? Alright, let's go. Yeah, I can turn this bad boy around. I ain't backing this thing down there, forget about it. Probably do it, but I don't really feel like messing with it that bad. I'm fighting with it. I really don't think going through here as thick as it was getting up it would have been fun trying to reverse it back down to get through it again. I mean, we don't even have a load on there. We're still fighting to get through the snow. So I don't see that being so fun. That'll be definitely a challenge, though. But I don't know if this one really would be able to push this trailer back through it down backwards without probably having a winch. I can say that's a good possibility that would happen a lot. Oh, we're gonna have to winch again and again and again. They're in high gear for right now. I keep thinking that ice is gonna break. Kind of keep off to the side here. It seemed to do us justice a bit more last time. As I say that. Here we go. Come on. I feel like I jinxed myself on this one. Or is this a distribution rock? Yep. Nice little vanilla rock. Getting in the way. Barely any friction on it. Will make your days a bigger headache than normal. Definitely for sure on that one. Come on. Oh yeah, and then we got roots. The roots! Roots that calls you. It's just the roots. Just got to be a CDT that sucks. So we're gonna throw her in reverse now. We're gonna go around that ugly root. Because it's causing us issues. The weird thing about the roots is you can go one way over them, no problem, but try to go over the other way, the opposite way. Sometimes they just go, I want to forgive you. They don't like you going over them. Look at that low plus. Gotta eat and skeet through this. There we go. Walking away from the crappy places. Find that we're going to be going to another probably crappy spot to get to that truck, car, con, van. God, I hate that van. So ugly. I understand why they put it on here, but they put it on here. At least I think it should be the van. I think. Wow. Yeah, I think it actually is the van because I can remember Froggy towing it around like it's his own little toy car with the Volvo, which is pretty funny. It's weird that it didn't fix those antennas and make them disappear. Actually kind of a little annoyed that it's not fixing the antennas like it's supposed to. It means they got contract to fix the stuff too. Because the map that we got the concrete from, blocks, originally there was a task and stuff at hand that you had to clear that spot out. We had a bunch of down trees in front of it, and when you completed it, it didn't clear it out at one point. So they got that fixed. But when they got these contracts and when you complete them and everything, and it doesn't do anything, it's kind of annoying. It's kind of the downfall on the PTS is you get things like that and it just kind of is annoying. Not gonna lie. Because you sit there and you do the contract, you know, oh yeah, cool, this is done. It's out of the way. We're good. You complete it and it doesn't do a thing. Like, oh, okay, that's cool. Why am I getting all kind of goofy with this spot here? Because it caught the rock the wrong way. So yeah, you will, you know, hopefully they have that all situated before it comes out, because that's going to be a big annoyance for, you know, a lot of people when it comes to these contracts. And you get them done and you expect it to, you know, do something, because that's the whole point of you doing it, and it doesn't do a damn thing. You just kind of go, okay, that's just cool. I know there's the trail goes, everything like that. We're just getting this trailer up out of the way. Got a nice little spot there we can sit it down at. We get to go do offloading out a trailer. Go get a freaking hey, fuck. Wow. Of a vanilla vehicle. Hello, fuel tanker. We need to refuel. You can fill the truck up, please. Back her down, and let's go get this this van thing, whatever you want to call it. And I get the name Con, but so do not like this vehicle that they have as usually a lot of the rescue contracts, because people that they say took vehicle to other places decide to get a stick. They always have to like reason that they like blame it on like some kids or something all the time, which I get a kick out of. Like, yes, because you didn't drive it into the hole or anything. Kind of thought comes to my mind. Yes, the kids are the ones that did it all the time. If I remember right, it's kind of in a crappy spot too. Well, there. Looks like you screwed that one up there, guy. Deliver the exclamation point. We'll run that one over. I got a feeling that's going to happen. There we go. Come on, you ugly van. Let's go. Okay. Really? Are you stuck on something? That's why we're having issues? No? You're not now? Okay, cool. You all need to stop bringing these stock crap vehicles out here in the wilderness that you think you're going to get through where you need to go. It'd be a great idea. By far. Come on. Ooh, wiggle on over. Come on. Now we're back on the main road. Ramp. No, can't. Okay. Alright then. What? Uh-huh. They like doing stupid stuff like this, don't they? That's cool, bro. Something weird's gonna happen with this trailer. I can see that happening as soon as I try to lock the ramps or cargo. Yeah, let's see what happens. Fuck it. There's gonna be some janky stuff happening. Come on. This is gonna be some weird stuff happening. I bet you something happens between the loading and stuff. I'm gonna be right back, guys, while this is loading. Now let's see if the thing came with. Oh my goodness. It came with. Park the trailer off to the side. Since it's not letting us do what we wanted to do. Typical SnowRunner things. Not letting us accomplish what we're trying to do in the first place. So, the usual. Let's go get Ugly Van. What? Deliver it to them. Really? In North Angus. What? Oh, why is it saying that we needed to go over here if it's supposed to be... What the heck? This is stupid. Just told us that we had to come here. Oh man, it's right next to the freaking fuel tanker. Did all that stupidness for nothing. Come on, dumb truck. They need to go right here. You did all that for nothing. That's cool. Whatever. Not like it's gonna let us freaking do what we want to do. On that note, all that stupidness for no fun. I'm gonna head out, guys. Appreciate everybody that came out and hang out. New followers, shares, likes. Appreciate that, everybody. We're gonna head out. Possibly be a stream tonight on some YouTube. And we'll see what we're gonna do. Maybe be some SnowRunner. Maybe be some goofy shit. Maybe be some Cold War. But I will catch y'all later. Unless you'd like me to, we could raid someone. Let's go check and see who's on. We'll raid someone. Let's do that real quick, guys. Let's see who's on here. Bring you over to some more SnowRunner stuff, guys. Let's see. Since we have a bit of people in here. Okay. See here. Smoking monkey. That's not what I want to do. When you're trying to raid someone and you accidentally click on it instead of actually trying to do something else. Oh. There's actually nobody I actually know that's playing SnowRunner right now. So, alright. Guess we are just gonna head out. I will catch you guys tomorrow. And if tonight you decide to hop onto the YouTube and enjoy some more goofy, funky shit, dumb stuff, and just whatever we're doing, I'll see you there at 10:30 p.m. Central Time. Catch you later, guys. Look for the angryjackblack rat shop on YouTube. That's what we'll be at. Have a good one. Later.